Tangal greetings. So, my name is San Carlos C. Bermas. So, ito naman po yung part ko sa OOP project. Support Toy Collection and using Java. And ginamit po namin is code, diba? Paglaro ng code. Then, dito po nakasi sa akin is the attributes and method. So, first, gagamit tayo ng scanner dahil mag-add tayo ng mga toy collections. Import java.util scanner. Then, may kailangan na siya ng maraming list na nakalagay doon, so gagamit tayo ng array list. So first, public class toy collector, then private int id dahil number po yung input doon, string name, condition, manufacturer, size, then weight, then this one is the next is private boolean, then sound features, then string again, interactive features. So dito po ilalagay po natin yung toy collector, yung panibagong class, public toy collector, then string name, string condition, manufacturer size, string size, then int, kasi po number nga po ilalabas, kailangan lumabas sa weight, then doon sa boolean naman po, sa battery operated, sound features, and string again, interactive features. So ilalagay po namin dito is this.id equals id counter plus plus, then this.name equals name, condition equals condition, this manufacturer equals manufacturer. Ibig sabihin po kasi kinukol niya yung name, yung size, yung weight, yung battery operated, sound features, and interactive features. So dito naman po tayo sa public kung saan i-return po yung value ng ID, public int get ID, return, then string get name, setter get method na po tayo, then setter and get method, then public po set name, string name, this.name equals name, then condition po nung toys, return, condition, then next is set condition, this.condition equals condition, then string get manufacturer, return na po kung ano yung manufacturer na yun, then get size, return kung ano yung size, using string po kasi yung letters, then yung int naman po yung number, so ito public int get weight, return weight, then isa-set niya po yung set weight, int weight, this.weight equals weight. Tapos, dun same as with is battery operated, set battery operated, boolean operated. Then, is sound features, then return niya yung sound features. Public, set sound features, then get interactive features, parameter, interactive features. Then, public po set uli po na interactive features. Then, this.interactive features, then yung interactive features na inilin niyo doon. So, after po natin maglagay nun, isi-system out po natin siya. Papagsama-samahin po natin yung pinaka-output niya na dito sa dulo na panibagong class, public string, to string, then parameter, then sa loob po nun, nakalagay doon yung return, then yung ID, plus, ito po yung name nung kukunin niya, ID, plus yung name, then yung name na input, plus condition, then yung condition, manufacturer, plus yung size, then yung weight, then yung battery operated, then yung sound features, and lastly, the interactive features. Yun lamang po. Thank you.
So, Tangal greetings. My name is Ana Marie Marquez, and I will explain this part, which is the main method. So, this is the main method. So, let's start with the scanner. So, mag-declare tayo ng scanner para i-allow natin si user na makapag-input. And also, gumamit din tayo ng private static array list para makapag-store siya ng details in toy. So, this part, adding some example of toys collection. So, nag-declare na tayo ng some values para doon sa displaying toy collections. And also, we use int choice to store user's menu choice. Then, gumamit tayo ng do while loop. So, this loop, this is our menu. We have a toy collection manager, and also magpiprint din siya ng 7 choices. And also, this is the system that print for enter choice. This is for makapag-choice si user, makapag-input siya ng number na gusto niyang palabasin dito sa ating output. So, our program is starting displaying menu with 7 choices. So, let's try to run our program. So, when we run our program, lalabas yung name ng ating toy collection, which is our menu, and also the 7 choices, and also this enter your choice. This part is user, we ask the user to enter their choice between 1 to number 7 only. And also, gumamit tayo ng switch case para mag-perform ng actions based dun sa user choice. So, for example, pinili ni user is number 1. So, mag-perform siya ng action which is lalabas tong pag-add ng toy. Ganon din sa number 2, lalabas din yung for remove toy. So, this switch case is used para magbigay ng action based dun sa pinipili ni user, which is case number 1 to 7. Because, ang ating choices is 1 to 7 only. But, nag-declare tayo ng default value, which is ito. So, pag-default natin dito, once na pinili ni user is number 8, which is number 8 is none of the choices. So, magpiprint siya ng invalid choice. Please try again. So, let's try. So, this is nag-invalid choice siya because yung 8 na in-input ni user ay wala dun sa 7 na choices based on our program. Kaya siya naglabas ng invalid choice, which is our default value sa ating switch case. Then, meron tayong while, kasi sabi ko na while, which is hindi mag-i-stop ang ating program without entering number 7. So, hindi mag-i-stop ang ating program kapag hindi pinili ni user ang number 7, which is the exit. So, once we enter the number 7, mag-exit na yung ating code. So, hindi na paulit-ulit lalabas yung ating menu and the 7 choices. Nag-stop na yung ating program. This is our main method for my part. Thank you.
Dangal greetings everyone. My name is Marylove M. Delmiguez. Today, I'm going to show you how we can add a new toy to our collection using this program. This code takes inputs from the user like the toy's name, condition, manufacturer, size, and weight. So, para makita po natin siya kung paano po siya nag-a-add ng new toy, let's start the run. Okay? So, yan. Enter your choice. So, dahil mag-add po tayo ng new toy, ang pipiliin po natin ay 1. So, enter name. So, for example po, we might input something like Super Robot. Okay? Enter condition. Siguro po lagay natin ay use. So, the toy po is not brand new. It has been used before. So, that's why we choose use. So, the manufacturer is Robot Corp. So, and the size is 40 x 40 50. So, enter weight in grams. So, we choose 2.5 or 2.5 kilograms. So, toy is battery operated. Then, next, we enter name Super Robot. Condition is used. Manufacturer is Robot Corp. And the size is 40, 40, 50. And the grams is 2.5. So, next, we're going to ask if the toy is battery operated or not. So, if the user chooses 1, it means the toy has batteries. And if 2, it means it doesn't. But for this example, we'll choose 1 to indicate the toy is battery operated. See? True. And we also, if the toy has sound feature, the same thing. For 1 is true and 2 for false. For sound features, we'll choose 1 to indicate that the toy does have sound features. Then, the user selects what interactive features the toy has. There are two options, voice recognition or touch sensitivity. So, based on the user choice, the program will store that feature as well. For example, we choose voice recognition. See? Finally, all these inputs are added to the toy collection using a special toy collector object. Once everything is entered correctly, the program will display new toys successfully added, as you can see in our screen. So, to let the users know, the toy is now part of the collection. So, this is a simple way of organizing toys and adding detailed information to them in a collection. Perfect for managing large set of toys or even inventory system. I hope this helps you understand how the programs works.
Mga greetings, my name is Ninira Mamulang and now I'm going to explain my part here on our toy collection project. The remove toy method is the responsible for removing a toy from the toy collection based on the toy's ID, which is provided by the user. The first step is to check if the toy collection is empty using the toy collection that is empty, open and close parentheses. If the collection is empty, the program prints a message saying no toys available to remove and the method exits. Next is we're going to request the toy ID from the user. The method prompts the user to input the toy ID they want to remove. It uses scanner.nextInt, open and close parentheses to get the input, followed by the scanner.next line. To consume a new line, the new line character that is left after entering the integer. If the input is not a valid integer, the program will catch it. The program will catch it using the scanner that has next integer, open and close parentheses, and notify the user of the invalid input. This one. Next is the removal of the toy. This line is the key part here. It uses remove if method which takes lambda expression that checks each toy in the collection. If the toy's ID matches the entered ID, it is removed from the list. Next one is notifying the user of a success or a failure removal. After attempting to remove the toy, the method checks if the toy was successfully removed by evaluating the removed boolean. If the toy was removed successfully, it prints toy removed successfully. Otherwise, it notifies the user that no toy was found with the provided ID. And now we're going to run our project. So, ngayon naman, try natin i-run yung project natin, yung program natin, para mapakita ko sa example. Dito, papakita ko sa dito, input muna natin yung number 3, which is displaying all the toys. Para mapakita ko sa inyo lahat ng toy ID, names, condition, etc. As you can see, meron tayong toy ID 1 to 6. Dito. Tayong toy ID 1 to 6. Try natin, piliin naman ngayon yung remove toy. Moving toy. Ayan. In-enter natin yung 2. Hindi naman enter natin yung toy ID na gusto natin i-remove. Ayan. 1 yung napili ko and nakita natin dito yung print message na toy removed successfully. Ngayon naman, ulitin natin yung pag-remove sa toy ID number 1. Dito, lalabas yung toy ID with 1, toy with ID 1 not found. Sabihin, wala na dun yung toy ID number 1. Sunod naman natin is, mag-enter tayo ng invalid integer. Ayan, Barbie. Ayan, lalabas dito na invalid input. Please enter invalid input, please enter valid toy ID. Sumunod naman is, pakita natin kung paano mag-print yung message na no toy is available to remove. Ulitin natin, wala na yung 1. So, naman, again, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ayan, ito yung remove toy. Ayan. Pagka-print dito, lalabas yung print message dito na no toy is available to remove. Ibig sabihin, wala nang ID, toy ID na pwede pang i-remove kasi may-remove na natin siya lahat. And yun lang po. Thank you.
So hi, I'm Catherine Nicole Landal from 2ITE and I'm here to discuss yung display all toys or yung pag-display natin ng list or ng array list sa ating program. So let's go to the first line. So ayan, private static void display all toys. So yung private dito is The word private means na it can only be accessed inside the class. Next, let's proceed static. So, gumamit tayo ng static dito kasi gusto natin na yung kabuuan ng class na to is magiging associated siya at shared sa kabuuan ng class natin. So, void naman kasi it doesn't return any value, hence it just performs an action. So, display all toys, ito na yung ating method name, and then now let's proceed sa next line of code. So, next we have the if toy collection is empty. So, in this part of the code, in this line of the code, we will check if the list is empty. So, if an array list or the toy collection array list is empty, we're going to print no toys in the collection gamit ng system out print. So, else, we use else dito na kung meron namang laman ang ating toy collection array list, it will perform the following code. Here we use the for each loop or yung tinatawag natin na advanced for loop. So, dito naman sa ating advanced for loop, yung loop natin, it goes through each toy collector object na nakastore sa loob ng toy collection. Tapos, makikita natin na sa next line of code, system out print toy. So, in this part of the code, masasabi natin na i-visit niya yung kada toy object na nakastore sa toy collection. One by one siyang i-visit and then one by one din natin siyang ipiprint. So, lahat yon yung details ng toy na yon is mapiprint natin na mas maiintindihan natin tong line of the code pag connect natin yung ating main class or yung ating toy collector class. So now let's proceed to our next reporter and developer, Miss Castillo.
Good day everyone, my name is Jaime Castillo and this part I will be presenting a Java function designed to search toy by its name. So this function efficiently scans a list of toy, make it easier to locate a specific item. But first, let's run the program to see how it works. First, let's input the number 4, which is the search by name. And the program will ask you to enter a toy by its toy name. So I'm going to put is the Barbie Dream House. After inputting the name, the system will print out the details about the toy, which is the ID number 1. The name of the toy is Barbie Dream House, which is correct. The conditions, the manufacturer, the size, the weight, the battery operated, the sounds features, and interactive features. So again, let's try another toy, number 4. Let's try Batman. We just put Batman. So as we expected, the system will print out a toy not found because the toy Batman is not on the list of the toy collections. So this function is designed to take a user input, search through the list of toy, and return the matching result, which is that Batman is not on the matching result. To better understand the functionality of this code, let's break it down to the code. So public static void search by toy name. So this function is search by toy by its name. So private means it's only accessible within the class. The static means can be used without creating an object of the class. And the scanner is to allow the program to accept the user input. So we use for loop to iterate through the list of toys to check off the match. And the equal ignore case, this method perform a case insensitive comparison to ensure that the search works regardless of the capitalizations. And we use return once the matching toy is found, the loop stop improve efficiently. So error handling if no choice is matched, the program will input or prints the toy not found to notify the user. So the advantage of this code is the easiest to read, efficient because stop when it finds match, and handless missing toy as well.
Good day everyone, I'm Renabel Albersabe. This is my part in our project Filter by Condition. Method helps users filter and view toys based on their condition. Whether they're new, used, or refurbished, it first asks the user to choose the condition they want to filter by. And the user that input and then uses that input to user the condition variable. If the user selects an invalid option, it shows an error message and stop the process. Next, the method goes through the list of toys, checking each one's condition. If a toy matches the selected condition, it displays to the user if no toys match. It lets the user know that there were no toys found in the selected condition. The method is a simple way to view toys based on their condition, making it easy for the user to find exactly what they're looking for. Here is the output on displaying a filter by condition. Yun lang. Thank you.
Dangal greetings nga po pala everyone. I'm Navarro Cyril dyan and andito ako para explain ang code snippet sa project namin which is toy collection. And okay, let's start. Itong private static na to, within this class lang siya magagamit, and void, hindi siya magre-return value. Tapos, itong find interactive features yung pinangalan sa method ko. Scanner, pang scan siya, which is nag-import dito ng scanner. Tapos, ito, ginawa siyang field, kaya pwede namin i-import dun. Also, dito ginamit yung dito, pumasok yung if toy collection empty, gagana siya, magpiprint na ito. If hindi, tatagos lang siya. At yung return value na to, nag-exit na lang siya bigla. If meron, tatagos siya, magpiprint siya na ito. Choose interactive feature. Ayan, mamimili siya kung anong gusto niya i-search. Kung voice recognition ba o touch sensitivity. Okay. Ngayon, itong print na choice, dito siya mag-enter ng kung anong gusto niya, 1 or 2. Pag other, hindi gagana, mag-error. Okay, so next, dito, scanner niya. Tapos dito, bumaba ulit tayo sa scanner. Itong choice, ginawa akong switch case. Adi, itong case 1, case 2, case 3, hindi sila nag-aagawan. Like, okay, case 1, voice recognition, papasok ay voice recognition. Ngayon, sa 4, para umulit-ulit, mahanap yung may mga voice recognition. Tapos, toy collection. Ayan, toy collection. If toy, si toy, itong toy na to, tapos kukunin niya interactive features ng laruan, which is eto, magre-return siya na itong interactive features, yung laman nung toy collection. Ngayon, equals ignore case, kasi baka i-enter niya malaking casing or maliit, hindi malalaman ng program, pamali to, mag-error, hindi mahahanap. Tapos, system.out.print, magpiprint dito ng pag nahanap na yung kunwari nag-equals yung kunwari, eto, laruan na to, tapos laruan na to, nag-equals, doon siya papasok sa if. Pero pag hindi, ayun pinag-display ko siya. Parang, kunwari, dalawang laruan. Uulit-ulit yung 4. Ayan, dalawang laruan kasi nahanap eh. Else, pag wala, ito yung mag-display. Okay. Then, break. Ganon din dito. Pause. Pag walang, kunwari, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ganon yung enter niya. Wala sa choices na 1 and 2. Babalik siya ng default. Tapos, uulit-ulit dito sa tanong na to. Choose interactive feature. Then, babalik ulit sa loop code. Tapos, ito. Ending. Ayun lang, sir. Salamat po.
So, after all this explanation of code, so I will show you the overall performing our code. So, let's try to number 1 to up to 7. So, let's try to run. Then, when the user enter number 1, it proceed to add new toy. So, sa add new toy, humingi siya ng bagong name ng toy. So, for example, ang name ng toy is and also hihingiin niya yung condition. Let's say new. And also the manufacturer, for example, is Hasbro. Hasbro, the size, for example, 30 by 30 by 20. And the weight in grams, for example, is 1,200. And the toy operated 1 for true and 2 for false. So, mag-enter tayo if 1 or true. So, 1, this is the battery operated. So, true. Lumabas ang true kasi 1 yung ating ni-input. So, next is toy has sound features. So, let's say true. So, also, sound features is true. And also, choose interactive features. 1 for voice recognition, 2 for touch sensitivity. So, let's say this is a voice recognition. So, and then, magpiprint siya ng new toys successfully added. So, let's try naman to display first muna kung nadagdag nga ba to si Barbie na toy. So, choose number 3 to display all toys. So, this is the all toys. So, as you can see, na-add tong si Barbie, which is meron siyang ID na 7 kasi siya yung inad natin sa dulo. So, successfully added na siya. So, let's try naman natin yung remove. So, let's try to remove yung number. Merong ID number 7. So, choose natin yung number 2. Then, nakalalabas dito, enter toy ID to remove. So, ang ID number ni Barbie ay 7. So, input natin ang number 7 to remove yung toy na Barbie. Let's try. So, nakalagay dito, toy remove successfully. So, para ma-confirm natin na na-remove nga siya, try natin ulit i-display yung all toys. Dapat wala na yung number 7 na may ID number 7. So, try. So, yun. Is nag-perform talaga siya kasi nawala na yung number 7. Bumalik na siya sa original niya na number 6. And, let's try naman yung number 4. Number 4 is search by a name. So, let's try to search natin yung may pangalan na this. Try natin itong sa may ID number 4, which is taking actions figure. Let's try. Enter muna natin number 4. And, so, nag-a-ask siya na i-enter natin yung toy name na gusto natin i-search. So, ito yung gusto natin i-search. Let's try kung mag-print pa. So, as you can see, nag-print at siya na ID 4, which is correct. Nasa number 4 siya. At ni-print niya ang lahat ng information ni talking action figure. So, try naman natin yung number 5, which is the filter by condition. When we enter number 5, so, mag-a-ask naman siya na na-enter ni user kung ano yung gusto niyang makitang toy. If nyo ba use or republish. So, let's try to type number 1. which is new. So, dapat lumabas lahat ng toy na may new ang condition. So, let's try. So, si number ID 3, 4, 5, and 6 ang meron daw na new condition. So, let's see. Number 6 is new. 5 is new. 4 is new. 3 is new. So, overall, lumabas siya. So, let's try naman natin yung use. So, enter ulit natin number 5. Then, yung use naman. So, as you can see, lumabas si ID number 1, which is siya lang yung merong use na condition. Let's try naman natin sila yung republish. Enter ulit natin yung 5. Number 3, which is the refurbished. So, as you can see, si number 2 lang ang merong condition na republish. So, overall, lumabas lahat ng conditions na hiningan based dun sa ita-type ni user, which is new, use, or republish. And also, let's try naman sa number 6, which is find interactive features. So, when you run the program, ina-ask niya ulit si user na i-enter yung number na gusto niya. So, either 1 or 2 based on your preferences. For example, number 1. So, lalabas lahat ng toys na merong voice recognition. So, let's try. So, this. Si ID number 5, voice interactive. Number 4, meron siyang voice interactive. Number 3, meron siyang voice interactive. So, ID number 3, 4, and 5 ang meron lamang voice recognition. So, let's try naman yung number 2 sa filter. So, number 2 is yung touch sensitive. So, lalabas again yung mga toys na merong touch sensitivity na interactive features. So, si number 1 at 6 lang ang meron interactive features, touch sensitivity, and also touch sensitivity. So, after this, the exiting our program. So, we choose number 7 to exit our program. And that's all. Thank you.